everybody. I think I fixed my memory problem. So I have two micro mini nature junk journals to share with you that I made for the swap. This was the first one I made, and it has, this is how it closes. They're the same size as a playing card, which is I think 3.5 by 2.5 by 5/8. But I have to admit, I kind of gave up on actually using the playing card because the first one I made was such a failure. So I just made a mini journal out of cardstock and paper that is that size. So they have two signatures, and they have a whole I hope I'm in frame. They have, they each have 5 little teeny tiny sets of charms with little teeny seed beads on them, and they have a removable book plate, and they've got a 3-stitch pamphlet stitch. So here's the first one. I've used all Edith Holden papers, among other things. I have some Tim Holtz vellum, and this little pad, and this is a little glassine bag that I cut and tore and put in, and I made a tiny little journaling tag, and there's some stamping and some tea-dye paper and some naturalist books, and there's another little card. Here's one of the teeny tiny little charms, and this folds out. I love that water beetle. And some more tea-dye paper. And this one, oh, there's another charm, is stuffed with some ephemera and tags. And more stamping. And some more journal pages and another little card. And some book pages. Oh, that's a cute little house wren. I guess it's hard to see. And some offcuts of tea-dye paper and a little journaling tag. There's some washi on the bottom. And vellum. And that's the first signature. And here's another tiny little charm with a tiny little paper clip. And the second signature is very similar to the first. There's some Tim Holtz cardstock and more tea-dye paper. And I think that's a little Junko. Oh, and this has hidden on the inside some fussy cut butterflies and a doily. On another book page about the beetle, and another, well, this tag has, this is a layered tag, and it has some printed on tracing paper and butterflies and some journaling space, and that's a fussy cut egg from Edith Holden. Everything is teeny tiny. And some more fussy cut images. These butterflies are from Tsunami Rose, and they have Tim Holtz ephemera on the inside. And I put tiny little leaves on the ends of the signatures. Another butterfly and a card with some sewing. Another layered journaling tag. And that is, oh wait, I forgot. I also made a tiny little folder with extras, and this has all kinds of little butterflies, but the thing I love the most are little itty bitty parts of an Edith Holden book. So they've got lots. Look how cute and tiny that is. That's an image that was on Pinterest that I resized to be a teeny tiny Edith Holden page. They're so tiny and cute. I think this is my favorite part. And then there are eggs and butterflies and dragonflies and all kinds of little extras in this tiny little file folder for my swap partner to use in the journal. So that just wraps around, and that's journal 1. This is journal 2. This has the same kind of closure, but I have 2 different ribbons. I have a leaf ribbon and a sari silk. These are both sari silk. And then this wraps around, and the key tucks in again. And I love this cover. So these little birds are looking at this snail, but then on the back, so is this thrush. So she's after the same snail that they're after. And I just thought that was darling. So more Edith Holden papers on the inside and charms. And this charm is holding a little envelope with more of those butterfly fussy cuts and eggs and things for someone to use. And oh, this was a new thing. This is something that Jibidniri makes. It's printed on tracing paper, and it's like a little slide that I just tucked in there. It doesn't do anything, it just looks pretty. And some very old book pages and some more layered tags in the pockets. And this is a bee tag that I made. I think that image is just a freebie off Google Images. And more Edith Holden. And this one had a piece of ledger paper that I tea-dyed. Actually, no, I didn't tea-dye. I did my Cheaters spray. This is a little bit of inker spray, vintage photo, that I mixed in water, and I spray on things when I don't want to do a whole batch. And this is from I'm a Cool Mom, Jessica Hoffman. And another little tuck spot. Another vintage page with a teeny tiny Elizabeth Holden page. Love that. And more little leaf edging and papers, and another bee tag and a vintage book page pocket. And another Edith Holden image. I always want to say Elizabeth, I don't know why. And lots of sewing. Oh dear. That is, there we go. Around, oh, more little tiny Edith Holden pages. I had so much fun with those. I love these little birds in the nest. They look so cozy. And more of the same stuff, another envelope with some cuts. Oh, that should be in the other signature. That's okay. And this is a guest check holder with another one of those little slides. And another tuck spot with, this is a Tsunami Rose image with an Edith Holden page tucked in there. And this is a layered tag with different writing bits on it under some Tim Holtz vellum. And this is a little postcard. I can't remember where it's from, with some Edith Holden. And the tuck spot is a Tsunami Rose butterfly. It's partially fussy cut. And that's the center of the signature, and it has those cute little leaves. And then the back is more to the same. Some more pockets. There's still places to collage and do your thing. So my last little bee. And I hope you like that. Those are my little Edith Holden nature themed micro mini junk journals for the Junk Journal Connections swap. And I simply had a blast making them. And I'm back. I can make videos again. Yay! Bye-bye.